Is nursing a job? A career? No, it's more than that. It's a calling. We're drawn to it, compelled to ease suffering and heal. We imagine ourselves as angels of mercy, bringing comfort and care to those in need. But then, reality sets in, and we are left to pick up the pieces, the financial pieces that is. Let's be honest, none of us went into nursing to get rich. Maybe not to get rich, but at least to be able to live a decent life. You would think. But at the same time, we deserve to be compensated fairly for the vital work we do. We're highly skilled professionals, trained to handle complex medical situations, advocate for our patients, and provide emotional support during some of the most challenging moments of their lives. We endure grueling shifts, miss countless holidays and family events, and often sacrifice our own well-being for the sake of our patients. And yet, yes, many of us struggle to make ends meet. So, the question remains, is the pay worth it? The answer is not straightforward and necessitates careful examination. We will explore the challenges and rewards of this demanding profession. Before you even slip on your first pair of scrubs, the financial burden of becoming a nurse can feel overwhelming. Nursing school isn't cheap. Tuition fees, books, uniforms, and living expenses all add up quickly. Many students graduate with a significant amount of debt, a weight that can follow them for years, even decades. Imagine this. You're fresh out of nursing school, eager to make a difference, and start paying off those student loans. But the reality is, your starting salary might not be as glamorous as you hoped. Nursing requires ongoing education and certifications to stay current with the latest medical advancements and best practices. It's a delicate balancing act that can test even the most dedicated nurse. Okay, so we know nursing school is an investment. But what about the return? The good news is that nursing salaries are generally higher than the median income for other professions. However, that still doesn't justify the hard work we put in. On the other hand, choosing your specialty plays a significant role in your earning potential. Critical care, emergency room, and operating room nurses tend to earn more due to the specialized skills and high-pressure environments they work in. Experience also matters to some extent. So, while nursing can provide a stable and relatively decent income, it's essential to have realistic expectations and consider the factors that can impact your earning potential. Where you choose to work can significantly impact your earning potential as a nurse. Just like with housing costs, nursing salaries can vary dramatically depending on the location. Metropolitan areas and states with a high cost of living, such as California, New York, and Massachusetts, tend to offer higher nursing salaries to attract and retain qualified professionals. However, this doesn't necessarily mean nurses in these areas are rolling in dough. The higher cost of living often offsets the higher salaries, leaving nurses with similar disposable incomes as their counterparts in more affordable regions. On the other hand, rural areas and states with a lower cost of living might have lower average salaries for nurses. Consider your long-term financial goals and weigh the pros and cons of working in different regions. You'd think that years of experience, the accumulation of hard-won wisdom, and the ability to handle just about anything thrown your way would translate into a fatter paycheck, right? Well, in the world of nursing, it's not always that simple. While it's true that experience does generally lead to higher salaries, the rate of increase can be a slow crawl compared to other professions. Significant jumps in pay often require nurses to climb the career ladder, taking on more responsibility and often more stress. This can be incredibly frustrating for experienced nurses who feel undervalued and underpaid. Don't be afraid to advocate for yourself. Seek out opportunities for professional development and explore different career paths within nursing to maximize your earning potential. Let's be real. No 2 days in nursing are the same. It's a whirlwind of activity, a delicate dance between chaos and calm. One minute you're comforting a scared patient, the next you're starting an IV, all while charting like your life depends on it. By the way, your life do depend on it, because remember you have to chart with the law in mind. You don't want to be caught up in a litigation. We're the eyes, ears, and often the voice of reason in a healthcare system that can feel impersonal and overwhelming. But this level of dedication comes at a price. Our shifts are long, often 12 hours or more, and we're constantly on our feet, rushing from one patient to the next. Back pain, neck pain, and fatigue are practically badges of honor in our profession. It's an honor and a privilege, but it's also emotionally draining. As nurses, we pride ourselves on our empathy, our ability to connect with patients on a human level and provide compassionate care. But this constant exposure to suffering can take its toll. We absorb the pain, the fear, the anxiety of our patients, often carrying it with us long after our shift ends. Imagine this. You've just spent the last 12 hours caring for a critically ill patient, fighting tooth and nail to keep them alive. You clock out, exhausted but proud of the care you provided. But as you drive home, the weight of the day crashes down on you. This, my friends, is compassion fatigue. Taking time for ourselves, setting boundaries, and seeking support from colleagues and loved ones can help us navigate the emotional demands of the job. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Short staffing. It's a chronic issue in healthcare, and it's putting a tremendous strain on nurses and jeopardizing patient safety. Imagine this. You're responsible for 10, 12, sometimes even more patients at once. The unit is buzzing with call lights, the phones are ringing off the hook, and you're running on fumes and a prayer. You're trying to provide the best possible care, but you're stretched so thin that something's got to give. You miss a vital sign. Oh no, not the vitals, a medication error. Oh no, how could that occur? Or a patient's needs simply fall through the cracks. Short staffing is a recipe for burnout, compassion fatigue, and medical errors. Until then, we'll continue to do what we do best: adapt, overcome, and provide the best possible care under less than ideal circumstances. We're often called heroes, angels of mercy, the heart of healthcare. And while these labels come from a good place, they can also be a double-edged sword. They create an unrealistic expectation of nurses as selfless martyrs, always willing to go above and beyond, regardless of the personal cost. But we're human too. We get tired, we get frustrated, and yes, we even get burned out. We deserve to be treated with the same respect and consideration as any other professional. We're not asking for special treatment, just basic human decency. A little kindness and understanding can make all the difference. Welcome to the era of the consumer patient. Armed with smartphones and access to a wealth of often inaccurate medical information online, patients are more proactive and informed than ever before. And while this can be a positive development, leading to more engaged and empowered patients, it also presents new challenges for nurses on the front lines of care. Patients today often come in with a list of questions, a self-diagnosis based on their latest WebMD deep dive, and a preconceived notion of the treatment they should receive. This shift in the doctor-patient dynamic requires nurses to become not only skilled clinicians, but also savvy communicators and educators. We need to be prepared to address patients' concerns, dispel myths, and provide evidence-based information in a way that respects their autonomy while ensuring their safety. Technology has revolutionized healthcare, leading to incredible advancements in diagnosis, treatment, and patient care. We have cutting-edge imaging, minimally invasive surgical techniques, and devices that can monitor vital signs with incredible accuracy. But for all its benefits, technology has also added another layer of complexity to the nursing profession. We're expected to be proficient in using a dizzying array of medical devices, electronic health record systems, and patient monitoring equipment. While these tools can undoubtedly improve patient outcomes, they also require extensive training and can be incredibly time-consuming to manage. We need adequate training and support to effectively utilize technology while ensuring it doesn't overshadow the human element of nursing care. Thanks to the vast and often overwhelming world of online health information, patients are more likely than ever to arrive at the clinic or hospital with a self-diagnosis in hand. While it's great that people are taking a proactive approach to their health, the Google effect can sometimes lead to more harm than good. Patients might fixate on a rare condition they read about online, convinced that their headache is a brain tumor, or that their stomach ache is a sign of a mysterious tropical disease. This can lead to unnecessary anxiety, unnecessary testing, and sometimes even dangerous delays in seeking appropriate medical care. As nurses, we need to be prepared to have open and honest conversations with patients about the limitations of online health information and the importance of relying on evidence-based medicine. We can guide them toward reputable sources of information and encourage them to share their online research with us, so we can address their concerns and ensure they receive the best possible care. Advocacy in overdrive. Navigating expectations, emotions, and evidence. Advocating for our patients is at the heart of what we do as nurses. We are their voice, protector, and champion. In today's complex healthcare landscape, advocacy takes on a whole new meaning. We balance patients' expectations, emotional needs, and evidence-based medicine. Patients may demand non-indicated treatments or refuse essential ones. We bridge the gap between hope and realistic outcomes. Advocacy requires clinical expertise, communication skills, and empathy. We explain complex concepts, listen compassionately, and respect patient autonomy. It's a challenging but incredibly rewarding role at the core of nursing. So, you still want to be a nurse? After that brutally honest look at the realities of nursing, you might be thinking, why would anyone in their right mind sign up for this? And you know what? That's a valid question. Nursing is not for the faint of heart. It's challenging, demanding, and often thankless. But for those who are called to it, it's also incredibly rewarding. If you're drawn to a profession that allows you to make a tangible difference in people's lives every single day, if you have a deep well of compassion and a strong stomach, literally and figuratively, then nursing might just be the perfect fit for you. But before you dive headfirst into nursing school, it's important to go in with your eyes wide open. Understand the financial commitment involved, the physical and emotional demands of the job, and the ever-changing landscape of healthcare. Talk to nurses working in different specialties and settings, shadow them if you can, and ask yourself if you can envision yourself thriving in this environment. Thriving, not just surviving. Tips for nursing newbies. Congratulations! You've decided to embark on this incredible journey of becoming a nurse. Get ready for a wild ride filled with challenges, triumphs, and everything in between. Here are some practical tips for thriving as a nursing newbie. Find a mentor. Connect with an experienced nurse for guidance and support. Never stop learning. Be prepared to be a lifelong learner. Self-care is non-negotiable. You can't pour from an empty cup. Set boundaries. Establish healthy boundaries between work and personal life. Celebrate your wins. Acknowledge and celebrate your accomplishments. The future of nursing. Change is coming. The healthcare landscape is in a constant state of flux, and nursing is evolving right along with it. New technologies are emerging, patient demographics are shifting, and the demand for skilled nurses continues to grow. So, what does the future hold for the nursing profession? Increased emphasis on technology. Nurses will need to be comfortable using telehealth platforms, remote patient monitoring devices, and other cutting-edge technologies to deliver high-quality care. Growing demand for advanced practice nurses. As the population ages and the demand for healthcare services increases, advanced practice nurses will play an even more critical role in providing primary and specialty care. Focus on population health and preventive care. Nurses will be at the forefront of efforts to improve population health and reduce healthcare disparities by focusing on preventive care, chronic disease management, and community outreach programs. Emphasis on leadership and advocacy. Nurses will need to step up as leaders and advocates for their patients, their profession, and the healthcare system as a whole. The future of nursing is filled with both challenges and opportunities. By embracing innovation, advocating for ourselves and our patients, and never losing sight of the human element of care, nurses will continue to play a vital role in shaping the future of healthcare. The heart of healthcare. Your value is immeasurable. So, we've talked about the long hours, the physical demands, the emotional roller coaster, and yes, even the less than ideal paychecks. We've explored the challenges and triumphs, the frustrations, and the deep sense of purpose that comes with being a nurse. But amidst all the complexities of this profession, one thing remains crystal clear. Nurses are the heart of healthcare. We are the ones on the front lines, providing hands-on care, a listening ear, and a shoulder to cry on. We witness humanity at its most vulnerable and its most resilient. We are there for the first breath and the last, for the triumphs and the heartbreaks. And that, my friends, is priceless. No paycheck can fully encompass the value of what we do, the impact we have on individual lives, and on the healthcare system as a whole. Answering the call, a future worth fighting for. Is nursing pay worth it? It's a question only you can answer. But as you grapple with that decision, remember this. You are entering a profession that is both demanding and deeply rewarding. You are choosing to be a part of something larger than yourself, to dedicate your life to easing suffering and promoting healing. The challenges are real, but so are the rewards. The future of nursing is brimming with possibilities. As technology advances, as the healthcare landscape continues to evolve, nurses will be at the forefront of innovation, shaping the delivery of care and advocating for a more just and equitable healthcare system. So, if you feel that call to serve, if your heart yearns to make a difference in the world, one patient at a time, then answer that call with courage and conviction. The world needs nurses now more than ever, and together, we can create a future for nursing that is both sustainable and deeply fulfilling. Thank you for watching Nurse Financiers. Do subscribe and share, and I'll see you in the next video. This is Nursefinancia clocking out.